Hey, it's your girl, Carenda Deonne, your number one change agent. And as I always tell you, I get excited when I say that because I believe it. One thing that you have to be completely sure about is what your purpose is for here on earth. You have to be sure about it. And I promise you, the moment in which you are absolutely sure, that passion and excitement is going to exude from you. It will become contagious. Some may like it and some may not. But that's not your issue, right? That's not your issue. Listen, some may not like the fact that I am so excited about taking aim, that I am so excited about us taking those lemons that life gives us and throwing them right back. Everybody's not excited about that news, but it's okay. Because when you know what your purpose is, when you know what you have been called and destined to do, it will flow naturally. You won't even have to force it. Now, you will have to continue to develop your gifts. You will have to continue to equip yourself. You will have to continue to be accountable. Yes, you will. All the passion in the world. If you don't have character, if you don't have integrity, if you don't have someone that will help to keep you accountable, mm, how long will that passion stay? How long, how constant will that passion continue? You know, it's good to have that, but you've got to have character and integrity. So I just want to encourage you before we talk very briefly about how to recognize and develop your intuition, to be excited about where you are in this place in your life. I am your number one change agent. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And I am making sure that men and women live life on the promise of impact. So listen, it's time for you to do the darn thing. It's time for you to do it. Whatever it is, it's time for you to do it. It's time for you to do it. Okay, that's not what I was intending to open up with and talk about. So I don't know who that was for, but I hope you got it. I hope you have it. And I hope that you are ready to take those necessary steps in order to take aim, in order to live life on the promise of impact, in order to have that passion to exude from you, not forcefully, but naturally. And this is actually a good lead in. You know, like how I did that. This is actually a good tie in to talk about intuition because when you are passionate about something, your intuition is going to give you insight and clarity. You know, somebody asked me a question earlier this week, and it was a really good question. And they said, well, how do you exactly know it's your intuition and it's not you trying to figure that thing out, or it's not you putting your emotions into something? And I said, you know, that's a good question. And you have to be sensitive to your intuition. But one thing that I absolutely believe is that your intuition is always pre and not post. When your intuition is speaking to you, when your intuition is talking to you, when that quiet voice is like sounding the alarm, you all know what I'm talking about, so don't look at me crazy. When your intuition is getting your full, undivided attention, most likely, I am a firm believer of this, that it is happening very much in the beginning processes. It is happening in the beginning, the pre of your assignment, of your idea, of your unction. It's not happening afterwards because in most cases we say to ourselves when things happen, wow, I wish I would have listened. So that means that your intuition was giving you some insight, some wisdom, some direction from the very beginning. All right. And I also talked about how your intuition, its purpose is purity. Do you remember that? Uh-huh. So if this is your first time hearing that, that means you need to check out the podcast. The Take Aim podcast on Anchor, on Spotify, on Apple, on Google. You need to do that because I talked about how your intuition's purpose comes in the form of purity. Your intuition is never coming to bring you chaos, to bring you disorder, or to bring you disruption. Now, if it does bring disruption, it's because it's trying to get your attention. But your intuition comes in the purest form. It comes in the purest form to alarm you, to alert you, to give you direction, to give you insight, to give you clarity, to give you further understanding so that you have clarity and understanding and that someone else's opinion does not overpower your God given intuition. And I said this to you and I mean it. I believe that each and every one of us, when God created us, each and every one of us, we were born with the gift of intuition. Now, do we all operate in it? Absolutely not. Do we all utilize it? Absolutely not. Do we all recognize it? I don't know if we all recognize it, but it's there. It is there, and it is a beautiful gift that we have. And so, when you are getting ready to make decisions, be it personal, be it business, be it relationship, be it financial endeavors, be it partnerships, listen to what your intuition is telling you. It will not lead you wrong. It will not lead you wrong. And I said this earlier in the week. How many times have you said to yourself, oh my gosh, I wish I would have listened to my intuition? Because you know it won't lead you wrong. You know there are many times, many experiences that you've had. And if you would have listened to your intuition, things would have been different. Things would have been different. But nevertheless, whatsoever lessons that you have to learn, whatsoever lessons I have to learn, we now know going forward that one, we are not going to ignore that still quiet voice. We're not going to ignore it. We're not going to become busybodies so that we won't hear clearly, but we're going to take heed to our intuition. We're going to take heed. Number two, we're going to journal and capture the things that our intuition is telling us. Very important to do so that you can reflect and see the progress of how listening and recognizing and developing your intuition has brought you from one place to the next. Okay. And number three, very quickly, we are going to be mindful of how much we share and to whom we share it with. Please protect your intuition. I know. That's good right there. Protect your intuition because it comes in the purpose of purity. Don't let people taint your intuition. Don't let people make your intuition become cloudy and murky. If you're hearing that for the first time, you need to go back and listen to the podcast, okay? So be sure to protect your intuition. It is valuable, it is a gift, and it is valuable. Oh my gosh, I hope that you can take something from which I've said to you on today as you continue to recognize and develop your intuition. So, again, really quickly, we are not going to ignore that quiet, still voice. We are going to journal and capture what our intuition is telling us. And we are going to protect our intuition by being mindful of how much we share and to whom we share it with. Oh my gosh, we are taking aim. I want you to join me next week. Next week, we are talking about, as we continue the how to movement, how to handle stress. It's going to be powerful and you don't want to miss it. Two announcements I want to make sure you know about. We are up until March giving away a Take Aim t-shirt. All you need to do to enter to win your very own Take Aim t-shirt is to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, the Carenda Deonne YouTube channel. You need to subscribe. That's all you need to do. And that will enter your chance to win a Take Aim t-shirt. So when you do that, go ahead and press that subscribe button. Go ahead and do it. Would you do it? All right. So be sure to do that. And also be sure to follow us on the web. Be sure to tune into everything that we're doing for the Take A movement. Be sure to tune into our podcast every Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Also, check out our Motivational Minute on Mondays, our Affirmation Tuesday, and our Quick Tips Wednesday. Yeah, we're all about taking aim. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. We're all about it. This has been your girl, your number one change agent, Carenda Deonne. Be sure to connect with me for your next upcoming conference or training. I would love to partner with you. And as always, I tell you, making lemonade is a choice. Choose to take aim. And until next time, live life on the promise of impact.